Hey guys, so just wanted to give you a quick update. I just came back from an event, so that's why I'm all dressed, and we have flowers. It was a floral event. It was a lot of fun, but just wanted to give you guys a quick update on like the whole process. So we did receive the results from Jay's, what is it called again? Semen analysis, and unfortunately, well, I guess it's not unfortunate. I guess it's positive that it didn't go down, but it's still consistent with his last one, which is 1. So he is going to move forward and do the specialized testing, which is out of pocket, so not ideal, but he's definitely still going to go through with it. I don't know if he's going to go through with it right now because, of course, it's me doing the egg freezing, and then also, unfortunately, Sim has been having health problems. There's just been a lot going on, and like I said, luckily my company does pay for a good amount of the egg freezing, but there's still a few thousand that we are paying, and then also of course stuff with Simba, another few thousand has been out of pocket. So I'm not sure if he's going to do that, you know, right away. We spoke to the doctor and he said that whether we freeze eggs or embryos at their specific facility, they have the same success rates with both, like both amazing success rates. I think he said it was like 98% or something crazy like that. Don't call me, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. So it did make me feel a lot better because I was really harping on like hoping we were able to freeze embryos, but I'm just happy that I'm at least going to be able to do this part of the whole IVF process, and then once we figure things out with Jay, we can, you know, move forward with the rest of it. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys exactly when, but I still haven't figured out if I'm going to post this in real time right now or if I'm going to wait until the end. I have no idea, but that's the update on that. And so tonight, actually, probably like 15 minutes, I'm gonna start the birth control pills they gave me. So they sent over this birth control. It's the same one I've been on Junel Faye, but this is just Junel. Hopefully it'll help this process, help me to get as many eggs as possible. So that's just what I'm gonna focus on during this time. I think I'm gonna be on this for 10 to 12 days, which is interesting because I'm right now day 3 in my cycle, right? Yeah, day 3 in my cycle, so they told me to start it tonight. They told me to keep taking it for 10 to 12 days, and then after that, I believe I go in for like an exam and then start the injections. But of course, I'll take you guys along with me for that. I am very nervous. I know I'm like smiling right now, and I just want to again reiterate, this is just something I do when I'm like nervous or talking about something that's like really personal, which is why like I wasn't sure if I was going to post this. I still don't know if I'm going to post this, but this is just how I cope with things like this. I am very nervous. I told you all the time, like staying up late at night just thinking about this all, but I know that it'll be good. I've watched so many videos of other women going through this. Fortunately, like I said, I guess not unfortunate, it's fortunate that I don't know anyone who has gone for it for them, but it would be nice if I like had a friend or someone who could kind of lean on during this time or ask questions. But luckily we have an amazing fertility doctor. Jay has a great doctor, and I have a lot of faith that this will all turn out the way we plan or hoping for. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update starting this probably in like 10-ish minutes. I have to take it at the same time every day, but just wanted to give a quick little update. The meds arrived. Let's unbox them, I guess. Everything is kind of jumbled, so I hope nothing got mixed up. We also have this package. I don't know what's in this. Oh, you want to see now? This is, I don't know, some sort of injection. I think this is like the trigger shot. Don't know. Do you hear this?
Sounds like a lot.
What is in here? Oh, this is the stuff that has to be kept cold, and this has a little freezer in it. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Look at this. So I unboxed everything, and this is a lot. We have these that need to immediately go in the fridge, so I'm actually going to do that right now. I think these were the only 2 that needed to be in the fridge. And as you guys saw, it actually came in here, which has its own little ice pack because those need to be in the freezer. Those needed to be in the fridge. I hope nothing else needs to be in the fridge. I need to like review whatever they sent me. I have a little Simba next to me while I show you guys everything else. But I have a ton of Clomid. I really don't even know what any of this stuff does, to be completely honest with you guys. We see the doctor on Wednesday, where I believe it's supposed to, like, they're going to do an examination, blood work, and then tell me when I'm going to start this all, which should be, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. And they're going to explain how to use all this. I'm going to try to record, not even for the vlog purposes, but just my mind, because I'm so stressed that we're going to, like, somehow do this wrong, and I've wasted, like, all this money and, like, have to redo this again to my body and stuff. So yeah. Oh my god, I just noticed these are the needles. I really don't know if this is worse than my migraine injection. Look at these needles.
Migraine's worse. It looks like.
Oh, you know what I really need to do? Make sure I have everything. So remember that time we were watching, I think it was like Hannah Bronfman's like IVF thing? And remember, it was like the last time for the trigger shot and they realized they forgot something and we had to go all around the city to find the last medication?
Oh, yeah.
Not dealing with that. Like, my body could not handle it. We got the Clomids, I guess. Then it says dexamethasones. Okay, got that. 14 menopurs. These are the menopurs. 2 Novarels. Okay, that's these. Oh, those look really big on just the photo alone. I do not see any 2 big needles that look anything like that right now. Wait, Jay, look.
What?
Ooh.
Yep.
Just want you guys to see that. But that's not even the needles. Is that what the needles they're talking about? I don't know. Okay. Oh, no. There's so many more needles. Silly me. These are the trigger shots. I take 2 of these. Swirl, mix, don't shake. Okay, I don't know. It says Q caps. So if you look on the bottom, you can see there's like little vials like all the way up. I have 2 of those. Alright, well that's everything. I'm really trying to get through this by having like a lighthearted viewpoint on this and continue to be my sarcastic self and try and like make jokes when I can, but I am really stressed out about this just because it's so much medication. I feel like when I went into this, I always knew there was a lot of medication, but I always thought it would be for like the whole process, but just knowing this is just half is a little crazy. But just gonna try and be as positive as I can about this. Like I said, grateful that we even are able to do this, because last night I was actually watching Desi Perkins and Stevens, their like IVF journey. That's one of the first IVF related things I've ever watched that wasn't in school, and I feel like it really like impacted me in a positive way, knowing that this is something I may have to do in the future. And it's funny because the first time it came out, I actually watched it with Jay. It was like early on in our relationship, and he was like so into it, and like I made him like love Desi and Steven ever since then. So no, he's not really into like YouTube and all that kind of stuff, and so we kind of rewatched it last night because I kind of wanted to see if it would like make me feel a little less anxious. And when they got their medications, I think it came out to like $3,500. So the fact that we are not paying $3,500 for this is definitely something to be very thankful for. So I'm just trying to keep that in my mind about this whole process. And I only have, what, today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Hopefully only 3 more days on these estrogen pills. They've really just been not the best, but I'm sure all of this is going to be a little worse, so it is what it is. Some changes I have noticed, like I said, gaining weight, irritability. I've been definitely more anxious, more emotional. What else? Did I miss anything? More hungry, craving like weird things that I never would. Did I miss anything else?
I think you got it covered. Bloating, you said.
Bloating, yeah. I'm gaining weight, but my areas have definitely also gained weight, so it would be nice if after this process those things could remain the same. And everything else could go back to how it was. No, I'm just kidding with you guys. But yeah, I've definitely noticed that I'm like super sore, like, you know how you feel when you have your period, but I just feel like it's worse for sure. Now I'm gonna go eat some crab and try to have a chill night because my vibe for this weekend is just to chill, do things that make me feel happy, peaceful. Jay actually got me a pre-treatment gift. Maybe I'll unbox that for you guys tomorrow. But yeah, that's what we're up to tonight.
I called it a pre-present.
A pre-present, yes. But yeah, that's basically what we're up to tonight. Just gonna figure out where I'm putting all of this and try to chill out. It's a few days later and I wanted to give you guys a quick little update. Hopefully I'm not covering the mic the way I'm holding this camera right now, but basically when I last updated you, I think it was Friday, it's now Sunday. Jay went and he got his like specialized semen analysis test. It's like a few $1,000s, which I don't think we're gonna get like reimbursed for or anything, so that was fun, but hopefully we'll get those results soon. I feel like the results will probably still be the same. Well, the lady who was doing it, she said that just off of a quick glance, she could tell that there was one, I think it's called motile, like one sperm that was moving, and there was like 6 immotile. But that was just like a quick glance. So they do like a full, I think it's like 5-hour analysis, which is why it's so expensive. And then she should get back to us sometime this week. On the other hand, I've been feeling awful. Like I feel like I've just cried so much. Like every possible emotion you can think of is how I feel, and it's really scaring me because I'm not even at the injections yet. Like how is it just the estrogen pills make me feel this way? I mean, I know my regular birth control essentially was, like I said, the lowest dose possible, so my body's been used to that for forever. My body was also so used to my PCOS medications that I've been on forever, and I literally like quit those cold turkey because you have to 30 days in advance, and then within like 2 to 3 weeks later started these estrogen pills, and then I'm starting the injections I think in like 3 or 4 days. So I feel like my body's just going through it, and I've already gained weight, which I know not a big deal, but it still obviously affects me. I think I've gained like 10 to 15 pounds already since like any of my PCOS medications, going on the estrogen, all of this. So my body definitely feels out of whack, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, I was telling Jay, I feel like I don't feel like myself. I feel like someone else is in my body. It's the only way I can really explain it. But like I said, hopefully I won't have to do the injections for too long and we'll get good results. I've also just like seen a bunch of stuff of like other people doing their egg freezing and not getting great results. Granted, they're all like 5 to 10 years older than me, but still, it's definitely made me stress out just a little bit in that regard. But trying to remain positive. I've really done absolutely nothing this whole weekend. I mean, I filmed videos, I'm about to edit, but it's been like a really chill weekend, just staying at home. I mean, the weather also wasn't great, it was raining, but still, I feel like I've just been laying low. Also because none of my clothes fit me, then I'm like, unless we're going somewhere where I could wear sweatpants, I'm probably not leaving the house. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update so far. That's just what's been going on right now. I also realized that the fertility place we're working with sent us a bunch of these like little educational modules to go through before starting this. Some shows like how to use the injections, just kind of, I guess, what to prepare for. So we're probably gonna go through these today. Well, they said for me to definitely go through them before I go Wednesday, so hopefully this doesn't scare me even more.
Funnel F stimulates the ovaries to grow multiple follicles simultaneously, in comparison to the single dominant follicle. This injection is subcutaneous, meaning under the skin. Reuse needles or syringes, and use only as directed.
Guys, we finally have good news. He did the super expensive test. I told you guys that was yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, it was like a few $1,000s. It was like a specialized test that was like more in depth, whatever. And the lady called and she said you had what, like over 100 or something?
No, so she said I probably have like they were able to probably get like over 1,000 motile sperm for me, but froze like 121 of them, or separated 121 of them. So
Great news.
Yeah.
Went from 0 to 1 to 121. So
Yeah.
very positive news. And now I wonder, so I'm supposed to see the doctor in 2 days and start injections. I have to call and see if possibly we can just freeze embryos, since, you know, they already froze that sperm. They're gonna send it over to our fertility doctor, and then we just have to speak with, I think they'll be able to do it, like not a problem with them, but it's really getting approval through my company's benefit. So gonna give them a call now. Fingers crossed that goes well. It's January 31st. If you can't tell from the way I look, I feel so miserable right now. I woke up at like 4 a.m. with excruciating cramps. Like, I don't remember the last time my cramps have ever been this bad in my life. I was just like, I really want to take Tylenol, but I didn't know if it would affect things, so I definitely have to ask them that today. But today we are going to the suppression check, which I'm pretty sure is work, and then a vaginal ultrasound. And I believe they're going to be doing this, I think it's every other day, and then eventually becomes every day. My face is super swollen. I have no idea why, and I'm breaking out, so I'm not exactly feeling great. Hopefully when we go there, they give us positive news in regards to my follicles, and that everything is looking how it needs to. It's also super early. That's why I'm like half asleep right now. The way I feel right now is like I currently have my period, or I'm like about to get it, and it's terrible. Like, I don't remember having cramps this bad since I was like in high school, before I was ever on birth control. I would get really, really terrible cramps, like throwing up, can't even move, like scrunched over on the floor every single time. And I would like have to leave school and stuff because that's how bad it would be. And that's how I've been feeling, like especially last night. Right now it's not as bad, but in the middle of the night I was like, this is a lot. It's a few hours later. I just got out of the shower and I'm just quickly doing my skincare, so I figured I would just catch you guys up on how our appointment went, all that stuff. After the appointment, I basically just had a ton of meetings, so I just rushed home and did all of those, so I didn't really have time to update you guys. But the appointment went well. Everything so far is looking great, as it should. I asked 1,000,001 questions, honestly, just because I wanted to make sure that, you know, we did this correctly, because it is pricey. Even though my company is helping pay for it, it's still very pricey, and just I really don't want to have to do this again to my body, but, you know, just want to try and do everything we can to have the best outcome. I asked if, like, the excessive hunger and, like, weight gain was normal. She said yes, that's just how it is. I asked if I could take Tylenol. I asked if I could use my heating pad, because you guys know I love my heating pad. And she basically said yes to all of that. Did ask about the freezing of the embryos, because she said that, you know, those have a better success rate. But since I'm starting this literally tomorrow, we're gonna have to see if they could work with my insurance, like, benefit that I have to get authorization for it. So fingers crossed we're able to do that, because that would be ideal. They're already sending over Shay's like frozen semen sample, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it all works out. That's pretty much what happened. Just did blood work and then a vaginal sonogram, which honestly not really my favorite thing, and the fact that I'm gonna have to do this however many times, not thrilled about, but it is what it is. So they said that I start the injections tomorrow, and it's actually not just injections, which makes sense with all the medication I received. So it's one pill. Actually, I have the sheet right here. They gave me like a sheet with everything. It's one pill in the morning with an injection. They said they recommend injecting between 6 to 9 a.m. and then between 6 to 9 p.m. and the injection should be given 10 to 12 hours apart. I need to like highlight stuff because I'm already getting confused. Basically, in the morning, I have to take one pill, and then I have to take 2 vials of an injection, and then in the evening I have to take 2 other pills and then another injection. And this is just how it's going to be for the next 5 days, and then I go back on Monday to do another blood work, ultrasound, like that usual thing. And then after that, she said that I'm pretty much going to be going there every other day. And then I think the few days leading up to the retrieval, it will be every day. So it is a lot. It is time consuming. Luckily, I work remotely, and they're also very flexible. Majority of the appointments are like super early in the morning. So of course, if you have to go into the office, you could go there and get everything done beforehand. It only took us an hour all day today, and today was definitely longer than I think it usually will be, just because, you know, she was like going over this with us and all of that. Like, it's not like these are just injections that are already done for you and you just do it. Like, some of these you have to like mix yourself and such, so I don't know, it's a lot, but I am just very blessed. Just gonna keep that in the back of my mind, well, the front of my mind, that we are very blessed to even be able to do this. That's where we're at with this. I'm gonna start injections and the pills tomorrow. I am definitely nervous, just because, like I told you guys, I used to take, well, I'm actually still supposed to be taking, but it was honestly too painful that I just couldn't do it anymore. But I used to take migraine injections, and let me tell you, these were so painful. Nothing I did would make it feel better, like literally nothing. And I'm usually good, like at the doctor, like I got blood work today, I've had other, you know, shots, flu shots, whatever. But something about this migraine one, I think it just like goes right at your arm, and it's so painful that it just completely turned me off to even continue using it, which I probably need to start again, but it's fine, whatever. So I am a little nervous for that reason for this, but I'm gonna tell myself it won't be as bad. But I definitely need to get a highlighter and just highlight some things, and then put this with all the medication I have. So like I said, they gave me the dose I'm gonna have for the next 5 days. Then I go see them. Then most likely they will either increase or decrease my dose, which means I could have more medication coming, and we will see. But to help get myself through this, aside from just trying to think more positively and speak positive thoughts, because I have watched a ton of videos and just other people's journey with this, because it's like really comforting. I kind of feel pretty alone in this whole journey, so to be able to like watch other people who have gone through something similar has definitely been helpful, and to just kind of like keep on that same, you know, feeling your best type of vibe. I did get a few books. So since I most likely won't even want to leave my house, because to be honest with you, since I started these meds and started feeling this way and like gaining weight, I've just not been wanting to leave my house. So I kind of feel like I'm gonna feel that way for the rest of this. I got myself 2 books. One is 101 Essays to Change the Way You Think. Thought this could be helpful, and I love Colleen Hoover, so I just got another book of hers that I haven't read before. That is what I will be doing during this. Just trying to keep my mind at ease, trying to not have a lot of anxiety, because I'm kind of seeing this in a way as we are creating our future child. So I don't know if this is, you know, I don't know if this is like scientifically what's happening or whatnot, but in my mind, if I'm super anxious, super sad, down, stressed, I'm concerned that that's going to be given to my future children, since that's pretty much what's happening right now. So I'm trying to keep myself as peaceful, least stressed as possible, least anxious as possible, just good vibes. That's what we're going for into this. That's the positive vibe I'm trying to have with this. So yeah, that's where we're at with everything. The night before, and I'm a very anxious person, and I love looking stuff up online, and I looked a bunch up, and everyone said, of course, the morning injection is one of the most painful. So now I'm like, great, I'm not excited about this. I have the dogs here with me, but they said that it burns, and my migraine injection also burns, so I'm like, oh, if it feels anything like that, I'm gonna be so upset, but it is what it is. I'm just focusing on Simba. But I figured to try and help myself feel a little better about this, I'm just going to get all my meds together. So we have the Menopur, we have the other Menopur, I have the dexamethasone. Have to take this in the morning. I'm just prepping the morning stuff because they say to take it in the morning, and I am not a morning person. I love to sleep, and I'm very groggy in the morning, so I'm like, let me just get my bearings, because I'm a very anxious person and I just want things to be good. So we have the needles, we have the syringes. We have the, I'm assuming it's like the alcohol pads. Are you helping, Nalitha? Like I said, we have all of this stuff. Are you really helping, Nolly? My Nolly and my Simsy. And Jay's cleaning the kitchen right now. And then this, like I said, is the Menopur. I think this is what I really need to open up. And also, of course, the one in the morning is the one you actually have to mix yourself. Great. So excited about that. Probably need to look this up again just to be super sure of everything. But we have, it says menotropins for injections. And then here we have the Q caps. I actually studied medicine in school, obviously just pre-medicine, but I was in the lab in chem. That was like my best subject, and I'm over here stressed about this, but I think it'll be fine. I also read for a lot of people that they feel better doing the injections themselves, so see how I feel in the morning, but just gonna prep everything from now. This is the vibe for morning one. I'm so scared. I'm still watching this like a million times. Got a little chicken right here. And the other chicken is peacefully sleeping over there. She was over here, but she said, all right. I look insane right now because it's obviously super early, but I've been practicing with this, like, obviously much bigger, but this is a syringe I use sometimes for liquid vitamins. And this is what I've been practicing with. And then I finally just practiced with the actual small one. And this one is not as easy to go fast with. So I'm like, great. Shall I, like, start doing the stuff? Oh. I'm really stressed. Nolly. Come here, Nolly. Oh, she said. Come here. Don't step on your brother. Come this way. Come this way. She's like in another world, clearly. Nolly's here. Look at little Nolly.
She's like, yeah, you know.
My kids.
That's scared. Provider.
Nolly's
Remove the
helping.
protective plastic coverings from.
It's okay. You're gonna do it slow, right?
I feel sick.
I'll get you a treat after.
I am so not excited. I mean, you could see the needle isn't that bad, like right here, but still. The burn. I don't want to do this.
Good. It's okay. You're doing it for.
I just know it says I'm burn.
I'm right here.
Like, okay, where? Do you think here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
No. Ooh, spicy.
You did it. Yeah. I know. You did it though.
It hurts now.
Okay. You did it.
I did it myself too. I feel like it's so much better doing it myself.
I do. It wasn't easy. But now you know you could do it, right?
Yeah.
Now
Wasn't as bad as my migraine when I'm still sweating like a crazy person. Still. That was psychologically is the biggest problem, but if you go slow, it doesn't burn nearly as much as I think people have said it does. So it's later on in the day, and I just wanted to show you guys with Nolly that I bruised pretty bad on this one. Like, I was not expecting this bruise at all. You want to give me kisses? Do you want to give me kisses? She does.
Video may be different from your own. If there are cracks in the road.
Oh.
This is the first.
Oh my god, the thing went flying out. That would have been horrible because Nell was right next to me.
Guys, your mom's a gangster. Gotta get on reality.
Look at my little Nolly. She was right next to me the whole time. And Simba just came through.